Hi, welcome, and glad that you made it to this session. My name is Steffen Roos from Detecon, and today we will speak about sustainability. It is a very serious topic we have to talk about. It is the topic of climate change and one of the major challenges mankind and humanity is facing currently. But I will speak also about hope. I will speak also about what is possible with digital technology, and that there is an option to shape our future with our technology competencies. So the overall question for us is what kind of footprint we want to leave for our children. And this is one of the questions, one of the motives I would follow for the next 25 minutes. If we do the right things right, I'm pretty sure that it's possible to change things. It is possible to set up measures, to set up initiatives which not only your companies will benefit from, probably also your life quality will benefit from, and the next generations of employees and the next generation of children and our grandchildren as well. And it's obvious we have to change our behavior. It's obvious that we have to change we have to reduce our ecological footprint in order if our children still want to enjoy this planet. So it's what I'm speaking about is that we all have to set up holistic plans towards climate neutrality, and I will speak about how can digital technology help you with that. Climate change is reality. Obviously, it's not some kind of a scientific discussion. It is a reality we are facing. We don't have any planet B, which with infinite resources we can where we produce and can do business without any restrictions, where business growth without restrictions is possible. So we need to take care of the resources of the planet, and the legislators and the regulators all over the world, they take actions and they pick the topic and they set up different agreements like the Paris Agreement or the European Union Green Deal, which set ambitious targets for the industry. Ambitious targets, for instance, means in Germany that we are targeting on the reduction of 262 million tons CO2 by 2030, which is a huge amount. And these ambitious, they are currently gradually broken down to different sectors, to different industries, to different companies, for your company as well, and for the digital industry I'm in. We have, for instance, targets that we have to be in the data centers climate neutral by 2030 as well. So it affects our business from a regulatory point of view, and we see that we have to change things. But it's not only about complying with regulatory requirements. It's about that there is a topic which is so serious and which is so huge that it is a topic that all the people, the society pushes this topic into our business, and we have to act really, really sustainably and to react seriously on this topic, because, for instance, we are all dealing with people. We are all doing business with people. So our customers are people. Our employees are people. So, and they expect from us that we set up measures, that we act credibly, or we set up serious actions and credible actions against climate change. So there is one recent poll I show on the slide here, where 56% of the employees state that it matters to them whether the employer is sustainable or not. It's rising, the people which say it is for them crucial that their employer is taking care of sustainability and on the environment of the environment. On the other hand, I mentioned it is a matter of, or is a topic which is now deeply integrated in our discussions that we have in the society. So there is a recent survey which shows that 68% of the people in Germany see that the industry has the obligation, the industry has the duty to implement environmental protection measures, which means that the industry is in charge to set up these measures, and the industry has to react. So, as indicated before, our digital industry and the ICT industry is also targeted by this discussion. So if we digitize, if the digital transformation is making progress, we see a huge amount of energy which is consumed, a huge amount of rare material which is consumed for devices, for server infrastructure, for network infrastructure, etc., etc., etc. Energy is consumed. So we have to cope with this regulatory requirements, but on the other hand, there is a huge chance that digital technology can help us on our way to reduce emissions. So if we use the right digital technology, and if we use the digital technology in a right manner, it can help us on our way towards climate neutrality. But it's really astonishing and surprising that the digital measures haven't hardly been discussed in recent years. It was always about, somehow fear of the dark. So it was always about reduce your emissions, but it's not about shaping the future in a creative way. So if we see, for instance, this recent study, which is a Bitkom study, which was published in March, which shows a potential up to 49%, that the reduction, which I mentioned 2 slides ago, which is the target for Germany, up to 49% of this target could be done with the help of digital technology, with digital measures. And in this ambition itself, the carbon footprint for the digital infrastructure itself is integrated. So there is a huge potential. I have to be honest and I have to be serious about that there are some uncertainties and there will be some kind of a rebound effect. We have to calculate into this potential as well. But there is, the conclusion is there is a huge potential, and we will, and if we use digital technology in the right manner, we can, for instance, reduce the expected traffic emissions for freight transports up to 16%, just through intelligent logistics solutions. Or we can reduce the expected energy emissions in the manufacturing processes up to 8% just through the simulation and optimization of physical products and processes. So there is so much fantasy in this area and so much potential in this area. So it's time for us to act and not to stay like the rabbit in front of the rattlesnake and just wait what will come. It's our part and our duty to shape the future and to use our technological possibilities to shape the future positively. But we have to be honest, there is pretty much homework to be done. About when it comes to digital measures, this is some kind of an abstract word. So just to narrow it down a little bit. So I brought 2 examples with me. The first example is it's using a HoloLens in a scenario with a manufacturer where the senior service experts are deployed all over the world. They're traveling by plane all over the world, working on site with typical scenarios such as maintenance, servicing, or commissioning of machines. If we use a HoloLens, and the HoloLens is deployed and the the worker on site, the local worker, can use the HoloLens and the expert from the manufacturer as some kind of a remote control. For each usage of such a scenario, we can save up to 1.5 tons CO2. And if we take into account that, on the other hand, for the production of the lens, for the implementation of the infrastructure, for the implementation of the service, we need 6 tons CO2 just to set it up, to hook it up, then after 4 usages, this scenario pays off. Not too bad. On the other hand, an example from a data center. In a data center, we use, for instance, high performance in high performance data center environments, water-cooled server infrastructures. So for these infrastructures, we see a tremendous decrease of energy consumption for cooling. So it brings savings of up to 33% due to the increase of power usage, effectiveness, and heat recovery compared to regular air cooling. So, and these are just some examples. These are just lighthouses I picked out of different customer projects and clients projects we are doing. So, and there are some obviously impressive steps towards a more sustainable and more green digital programs. But it's not only about lighthouse projects. It's not only about just setting up one nifty and a nifty project and initiative. It's about setting all these different projects based on an overarching framework, setting up them, and to bring them in interdependence towards an overall goal, which is climate neutrality. And so this is what we recommend for that. We recommend to set up a sustainable digitalization strategy to bring the benefits of digital technology together with the requirements on sustainability, to identify, to describe, and to implement the right levels based on an overarching framework, which takes into account that technology is quite complex, that there are different players in the market, there is a various and a very diverse ecosystem in place, and for such a sustainable digitalization strategy, we always follow this overall question, which is how and where can technology be used to manage more sustainably. But whatever you do, and when it comes to a strategy, when it comes to such an overall program, it has to be very transparent and comprehensible. What does that mean? It has to be comparable to others. And this has 2 causes. The first cause is you want to do industry benchmarks. So for industry benchmarks and for complying with overall frameworks with other industries, and to see what your competitors are doing, it's very important to be very transparent, to be very comprehensible. And on the other hand, you have to avoid, or you must avoid, greenwashing. Greenwashing is a term which comes up from companies which are just playing tricks to appear a little bit greener and a little bit more sustainable, and it's about when it comes to sustainability. Sometimes it's about just dancing on thin ice. It's a slippery slope, and you are in danger if you not do the right things, and if you don't go into deep analysis and change the root causes of in the measures you're setting up. So when it comes to such a discussion about a sustainable digitization strategy, and you're asking yourself, how can I come up with such a strategy? We recommend you a proper structure for that, which is a proven structure based on six questions. that we always ask. They are proved by different customer examples. In the corner of this slide, you will find a depiction of the approach that we did with T-Systems together. So first of all, you have to ask yourself, what is the scope of your environmental sustainability strategy? Based on the greenhouse gas protocol, there are 3 scopes in place, which are direct, indirect, owned and not owned emissions, and you have to be very, very precise of the directions and the targets of your sustainability strategy. What about, second question, your baseline? What is your carbon footprint? I'm pretty sure that almost every company has some kind of a carbon footprint in place, some kind of a baseline in place. But we see in our projects that it's always worthwhile to have a deeper look into it, to see are the right data in place, are the flight levels right, and maybe we have to dig deeper into the numbers and crunch them a little bit to get a really proper baseline in place, which is the basis for every discussion. And from this baseline, we will start defining our ambitions and start deriving the initiatives and the projects. This is the third question. What is the right ambition? So we see some kind of a rat race in the market about ambitions. So just lay out and just announce a very, very ambitious ambition, and then do not follow with actions. And this is not the right way to do it. So we say, set the right ambitions, set ambitious ambitions, but set up these ambitions based on industry benchmarks, based on a very, very detailed analysis of your current situation and what is possible for you to achieve in this in the next years. And then fourth, set up the measures, set up the right levers, identify the right levers, set up measures, set up actions and programs to achieve the defined ambition level. And then there is a fifth point, which is very important. It is you have to set up a governance. Governance means you have to integrate sustainability into your corporate strategy. You have to think about how to get sustainability into the DNA of your company. And then, last but not least, you have to deal with different stakeholders within the company and outside the company. And these relevant stakeholders inside the companies could be the senior management, it could be the employees outside the company, customers, suppliers, etc., etc. And so you have to convince them about your approach towards climate neutrality. I show this little example in the corner from T-Systems, and I will drill down now a little bit into that, because I think it is worthwhile just to outline a little bit what we did there. So we did the baselining, and we had a very good discussion about what should be part of the baseline and what not. And after that, we defined some levers, some measures based on the ambitions that we gave ourselves, and it was integrated into the company strategy of T-Systems. It was integrated in the overall umbrella of sustainability activities of Deutsche Telekom Group, which is very, very important and very crucial to have some kind of a coherent approach within a huge group like Deutsche Telekom. And then we set up different measures targeting the own value chain, which is reducing emissions in, for instance, in data centers, using more the usage or increase the usage of green energy in data centers or in the infrastructure, and pushing the new normal measures, which is focusing on the people and the employees, or setting up new concepts for business travel, for company vehicles, etc. And last but not least, which is always very important, we are thinking about how to help you with our solutions to reach your goals towards climate neutrality. And this is very, very important. the different scopes in the greenhouse gas protocol is not only about our own consumed emissions, it's about the products that you're selling, it's about the usage of your products, it's about where your products are used for, and then for us it's crucial, and it's very, very important that we take care that we help you and your companies on your way towards sustainability. And the implementation was set up in a cross-functional team. Cross-functional means all functions within T-Systems are included: business, HR, communications, the Detecon as well. So I'm part of the team. So we are pushing this, and we are continuously developing the measures further. And our plan is not only to stick with this program. Our plan is to increase this program step by step and make a movement out of it to really implement sustainability as part of the DNA of T-Systems. In the beginning of the session, I promise you that it will be about digital technology, and it will be about sustainability, and it will be about how to bring both worlds together. And we spoke about our approach to set up programs with a digitalization sustainability program. I would really like to do this together with you. I would really like to help you in your approaches and with your programs towards more climate neutrality and sustainability. And if you like to discuss that also with me, reach out to me, and then let's tackle these topics together. Let's push things forward. And by then, please stay healthy. Thank you very much for your attention.
How do you keep the momentum you gained by introducing cloud?
Enterprises that want to remain competitive and successful need to efficiently combine IT and OT. And we believe edge computing will play a key role in this next phase of digitalization.
Join our discussion at HannoverMesse to learn about the question, is edge the new cloud for factories?